Unlike other ARGs, this channel by the name of Omen's Concrete felt different. I understood the story very quickly and the outline was just way more visible. Not just full of cipher codes and hidden mysteries, but what looks like a well-written sad story compacted into Minecraft, which made me really intrigued to see what happens. And it all starts with this first video. He gets home from school and decides to create a new Minecraft world. He calls it Survival World 1. And as he loads, he's met with a snow biome. And as every Minecraft player would, he starts chopping down some logs. He then goes to make a crafting table and some sticks, probably for some tools.
I'm playing on this survival world and going to upload this to YouTube.
After he crafts his tools, he then breaks his crafting table and goes on an adventure.
I have a few more weeks of school left until summer break. I plan on doing a lot with this world, and if you are watching this video, please subscribe and like the video.
But as he's walking around, the video just cuts to something even strange. The textures are off, he's got stuff already, a golden apple, and he's got a base. Obviously this is possible in Minecraft, but look at the textures, this isn't normal. For some odd reason he grabs out some dirt and starts stacking it in a pillar. It's like he's trying to search for something that's from a distance, but what? He just started this Minecraft world, how can that even be possible? He starts going down in a spiral until he reaches to the bottom. He decides to go mining, or at least tries to, but there's a creeper in the way. Luckily, he kills the creeper and continues going in this cave, but nothing's here. It's just a dead end, back to the open world. But as he kills this spider, he looks around to his base and notices something weird. There's a bunch of holes going straight down to bedrock. Why? What's going on? Who put these holes here? Is someone living in his world? He goes back to base and a weird noise starts playing. His next video is called for Greg.mp4, insisting that this video is for someone named Greg. It starts with him holding signs and placing question marks on them, but over the holes. I'm guessing he's doing this as a mark of his territory to understand why there's so many holes. I mean, it blocks every one of them, you know, with cobblestone and signs.
So, I don't understand what's happening. Like, I've tried searching this stuff up, but nothing is really answering my questions. I don't play Minecraft all that much, but is this normal? I didn't do that.
To take a break off his mind, he went mining and, you know, found a few mobs to kill. But as he killed those mobs, he found more weird holes, but one of them led with a water source. So he decided to jump down it. It was merely just a normal hole with water in it. Falling for the trap, he slowly starts drowning and tries to get back up, and in time, he makes it. But what he finds next is even weirder.
Jesus. Whoa. What the f***?
He eats a golden apple and it ends. Just like that, we're on the 3rd video of this ARG series. And this one is not like the rest. He even has a friend join named arikDZN.
Hey, what's up? Do you mind if I post this to YouTube? Why? What? What do you mean, why? You didn't see my message? To get on? No, oh my god, before that. Oh, I didn't see that. No, sorry. Okay, go to my YouTube and check out the video that's for you.
If that video's for him, then that must mean his name is Greg, and these next messages quickly confirm that.
How do I know it's for me? It has your name on it.
Anyway, after figuring out who Greg is, we now understand why he wants him to go near the end of the video, as he wanted to show Greg, his so-called friend, what is happening in his Minecraft world. He was confused as well and very disturbed by the fact of that ending, but that doesn't matter because the next question, Omen says, will be detrimental.
Did you do anything to my computer while you were using? Dude, we didn't even go on your computer when I was there. We were outside the whole time.
Seems like Greg is Omen's friend, so they believed him, for now. So he just went over to box him, put him in a box like a contamination, because Omen still doesn't have an answer. But Greg did, and he decided to say that it could be a creeper. Now looking back at the footage, I didn't see any entity. I don't know if I'm blind, but there's no creeper. So I decided to look more into the footage just to see if I missed anything, especially where he goes to eat a golden apple. I zoomed in really close and yeah, I see no entity. But maybe they see something I don't. Now let's go back to this clip real quick, cause you're gonna hear something familiar. Yes, that is the same noise from the first clip at the end. But as they're arguing in chat, Greg says he needs to go, and then all of a sudden Omen starts punching him out of anger.
Sorry, but I'll see if I can get on later.
The 4th video is titled, I Know There's More. Starts off with him smelting some iron, getting some XP. When he opens his chest, he finds a book. He goes to open it and starts writing something.
I know I'm not crazy. I will find out who you are. But for now, you are Debase.
After writing that book, he decides to call the, if there's an entity in his world, Debase, and he starts roaming around in the desert. Until he notices something very weird. There's a pillar of glass just randomly in this desert. He looks around, but no one's here but his dog. He's so confused. So he decides to try breaking the sand around it to see if there's anything maybe at the bottom. But as he gets closer, he sees something, but his pickaxe breaks. It's okay though, because luckily there's just glass here, and he drops down. It's just a normal looking stronghold with, wait, a portal already filled, but it's not there. What? He looks around again in the stronghold to see if he can find Debase, but no sight seen. As he explores further and further and further into the stronghold, he looks at his dog for a moment. He turns around and looks weirdly like someone's there, but no one's there. I don't know if he's delusional, but he keeps walking around. But it gets even worse when he starts opening his book. He written in his book that he just lost his dog. His life is just turning into worse and worse with his corruption of the world and the dog. But as he enters his base, he finds another disturbing thing. It's a hole directly down in the middle of his base. The fifth video, Curiosity Killed the Cat. He starts the video at front of his base and opens his book. He writes a message, goodbye, closes his book and starts building a new base, hoping that the base never finds him. He places a few more blocks and then backs up, thinking he heard something. But he brushes it off and continues building. For some odd reason, he starts breaking the sand. Like, why does he need that for? I mean, maybe for some windows, but then he goes back to his base and covers up with random blocks. Like, why didn't you just use some spruce wood? Anyway, he makes a door and then makes a furnace. He also quickly makes a bed and quickly sleeps so he can get the night over with. But he exits out, making sure no one is near his base this time. He quickly gets back inside and opens his book. There's this itching feeling that I can't seem to let it pass. Fear gets the best of me, but this time, curiosity might win. Why does it have to be in my house? He closes the book and continues planting trees and chopping down wood. However, he needs to get his stuff from his old base, so he goes to travel there. As he walks in his base, he quickly gets disturbed by the hole and covers it up. A strange noise just happened. That reminds him that he should probably be— Wait, the hole's back. What? He starts breaking his stuff and trying to collect it. But something in that hole is just calling his name. He ended up in a bedrock maze. His stuff was saved, but where is he? Seems to be following some sort of trail of the mobs dropped loot. Hopefully this leads somewhere. He stops to open his book.
Where am I?
He closes the book and continues exploring.
I'm scared. I don't want to do this anymore. This is getting too much for me. I am starting to get really scared.
This video is called The Truth, and it really says the truth. It starts off with iCrit leaving the game immediately, which we know as Greg, but he joins back a second later.
Hi, this is not funny. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. It keeps happening. What, the thing we told you about a few weeks ago? Yes. Sorry, I can't really do anything about that though. I want you to admit that you did something to my computer and help me figure it out how to get rid of it. I'm tired of this. What? I told you I didn't do anything to your stupid computer. Greg, I just need you to tell the truth and I won't be mad. I just want you to show me how to get rid of this thing. I'm tired of you accusing me of stuff I didn't even do. This isn't the first time doing something like this. Fine then. Don't come by my house anymore if you're gonna keep doing stuff like this. Okay, I don't care. Bye.
After that arrow to the heart between the relationship of Greg and Omen, he decides to create a new world called The Truth. He's in a normal looking biome, you know, doesn't look out of the ordinary. So he plays the game like normally, and pretends that nothing ever happened. He types in chat, "I know Greg is lying," and says he's gonna try and prove it. He starts crafting some tools and gets ready to set on an adventure. He finds this cool island with some sand in it, so he decides this is where he's gonna make his house. Places a few more blocks and finishes his house. But what's even weirder is the fact he's grabbing a bunch of dirt, and you might be confused why, but let's go back to the first episode where he built a dirt pillar to see a far distance. It's like he does this to prove that he sees something, but there's nothing there. He's still not letting go that there might be an entity in his world still, so he goes outside to check again, but nothing's there.
Just what I thought.
He thought he saw something around that tree, but turns out it's just a zombie. Nothing actually happened. Is he making up all these lies? Did he hurt Greg on accident? What has Omen got himself into? After clearly admitting that Greg didn't put any viruses on his computer, he still was paranoid, still goes to check anyway. And when he's finally given up on the paranoia, he starts suffocating himself with sand, and slowly perishes. But he still thinks Debase is real. So in the next video, the hunt for Debase, he looks at two worlds, his Survivor World 1 and The Truth, and he's eager to click on it, but he needs to find out where Debase is, and who this entity really is.
It's been a minute.
After getting all the materials needed, he starts building a trap to see if he can trap this entity for once and for all. Finishes building the trap, and it works successfully. So he digs a hole down just so he falls into a trap and gets out of there with water. He covers it up and slowly waits. After all Omen's been through with Greg, he got them on for one last apology. To just play some Minecraft and chill. Take a break from what has been happening throughout this whole series, the up and down roller coasters.
Why did you want me to get on? Just wanted to talk if that's fine. Sure. Wanted to apologize for accusing you of doing something you didn't do. It's alright. I got over it. I'll get food. Okay.
After talking for a bit, it seems like Greg and Omen are finally back at peace together. Their relationship has bonded into what we call a better connection. Since this video is titled Sorry, I'm guessing it's just an apology to Greg. This whole thing is just an apology because Omen messed up. But he still questions why that thing exists. Why does this entity that he called Debase exist? Why is it in his world and why is it after him? So many questions and little answers. Since apologizing to Greg, he wants to tell him more about this entity because maybe Greg can help him. So he just explains what he's been through. Luckily he did get a few screenshots, so he left with some evidence. So Greg's at least got some evidence to believe his claims. Even though he literally knows what it looks like, he's still so confused on what it actually is. And I mean, just like the rest of us, we are all interested. He says he has a human face, which is very strange. It ends with Greg telling Omen that he forgives him, and he apologizes. But he had to go because his mum was calling for dinner. So, it's time for Omen to face his fears. He's back on the world again.
They say there's light at the end of every tunnel.
He's about to say what, but he stops himself, because he's in that much shock. He's confused at what he's looking at. His house is gone, and his signs are still there, but what happened?
This is my house.
So, what's wrong with the tunnel?
Doggo? Hello? Hello? I need food. I hate you, Debase. You took over every house I made. You made me lose my best friend. I hate you! I don't even know what I have to gain from it. You want to mess with people's stuff? I've had enough. Thank you.
We're on to the last video. The story is coming to an end. We see his computer screen this time. It's not full screened. He's in a position where he's flying and he's looking at his book.
I was wrong. And I realize it now. Was never meant to happen. But I abused it anyways.
He finally realized that everything that went wrong was for a reason. It happened for a reason. And now he's restored humanity in his Minecraft world. It isn't corrupted anymore. The base is dead.